Hi guys, today we're having a look at an under eye corrector from Revolution. This is their Eye Bright corrector. There's two shades of this, light to medium and medium to deep. No guesses for what one I had to go for. I am firmly in the light category. So this is £6 and you get 8 grams, so it is a nice chunky jar. It actually looks like quite inexpensive. It's got the rose gold lid, frosted glass. It's very nice. And what they say about it is, a brightening under eye corrector. For 8 hours of sleep in a pot, reach for the Makeup Revolution Eye Bright Under Eye Corrector, designed with a unique cream formula to correct and brighten the under eye by neutralising discoloration and dark circles. This concealer provides the perfect base for concealer. I think they meant to say corrector. Provides the perfect base for concealer. With light reflecting illuminating pigments, this lightweight corrector creates a radiant glow while added castor seed oil helps maintain a flawless finish. It's vegan and cruelty free. So we've got a little application section as always, and then we will see how this goes throughout the day. Okay, let's go. So beware, when you first open this there is a plastic seal across it. I've literally just managed to put it down. It's got the tiniest pull tab and the entire thing is sticky, so I'm not picking it up again because it took me ages to put it down. So I'm just going to use this on both eyes. We're not going to compare one to the other because it looks a bit of a darker shade to my normal corrector, so I don't want to mess things up. So I'm just going to take a wee tiny bit out. It looks creamier than my next one, which I'm actually run out of at the moment, but was my favourite. I just smushed that on my brush. That's a good start. So I'll just tap this on there. I always feel a bit less is more with correctors because they're not always for your specific skin tone. You're usually going to have to go in with your own concealer afterwards. But this one's actually looking pretty good. So they did have multiple shades of this, so it should be a closer match than some others. You can still definitely see the shadows though. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit more just along the edge bit there. That looks better. Okay, so yeah, I didn't use that much. You can see the little tiny dents there. I feel like it's more than I would use of the next one, but the next one wasn't as soft and creamy, so it was more concentrated feeling. So I'm just going to go in with my concealer as well and get that done. So yeah, I can definitely still see, but this should be easier to conceal now. And yeah, I've got a lot of healing spots going on at the moment, so my forehead I just conceal the whole thing. So I've been getting lots of breakouts down my neck. Don't like. Not comfortable. Oh yeah, this is the Juvia's Place concealer I've been playing with, by the way. Because they appeared in Superdrug in the UK. That was quite exciting. But yeah, like all down here I'm getting spots and they're like sore and ooh. And yes, I need to lose a lot of weight, okay, before anybody comments. But I've basically had to stop the gym because my knee strained ligaments in my knee now. Yay! Anyway, no complaining. I just realised I've put out powder and forgot my powder brush. It's a good start. Just want to see how this looks set down. Okay, I can still see, you can still see where it is, but to be fair, that's under the very bright light. When I block this off and look, it's really not that visible. So 2 seconds while I grab my powder brush because I'm a dopey person. Alright, so I'll zoom you in a second once I'm all set down and we'll have a really close look at the texture and things. Right, so so my under eye still looks nice and smooth. It's not being cakey. Yeah, so oh, and zoomed in it looks much nicer as well. So I'm just going to see how this holds up throughout the day. This concealer has been amazing, so I can't imagine it's going to be any problem at all. But oh my god, I've got a million notifications to clear before I can show you guys the time on my phone. Mental. Oh my god. Ah. Oh god. Anyway, right, okay. So it's 10:30 just now, and I will be back to check in if I notice any differences throughout the day. If there's no differences, I will see you before I go to bed, before I take this off. So I'll be right back. Right, so I am back. It is almost 10:20, but I'm about to go to my bed, so we need to do the final check-in. So as you can see, my under eyes still look pretty darn good. There's not any noticeable creasing. I've got a tiny start of wrinkles under my eyes now. I am 34. That's just a reality for me now that that's going to start. So if we have a look though, it's not gone cakey. It doesn't look like there's an extra layer where there's like a bit of foundation, a bit of corrector, a bit of concealer, you know, so it's all pretty good and smooth. Tiny little bit there in the tiny hint of wrinkle that I have. As like I said, 34, that's just part of my reality. But yeah, overall I do like this. So I'm realising that the packaging is actually just frosted plastic rather than glass. So there is that. Should have guessed with the kind of affordability thing. So like I mentioned earlier, it is a much creamier consistency than the NYX one, which is what I used before that came in a jar. I think that's probably a good thing. The reason is it's going to be much easier to blend out. There's going to be less tugging at your eye. I'm not saying the NYX one was difficult to blend out at all. You could tap it in with a brush, it blended out, no bother. But the fact that this one's creamier, I have to accept that on a level that I probably can't notice when I'm doing it, there will be less tugging, and long term that'll start to add up to mean less wrinkling going on under your eye. 2 shades I think is fine for a corrector. I mean, yeah, I don't think you want to go too dark with a brightening corrector anyway, so even the fact that there's light medium and medium deep, you wouldn't want to go deep. You put your concealer on that's your skin tone over it anyway, so yeah, I don't have a problem with the shade range. If somebody with dark skin can tell me that that's wrong, bow to their opinion. They know better than me, they will speak from experience. I'm just kind of like going through the logic in my head. But yeah, overall, putting this into the good buy category. Revolution has, I feel like, been doing good recently. When was the last time I reviewed something bad from them? Was it the stick? Actually, the sticky liquid lip was like a weird one more than a bad one. But anyway, if you've got any questions about this, leave them down below and I will get back to you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!